Hello everyone, I am MD Jahid Hassan Fahad. Today we are going to present our MIS207 turn project on e-business in organization, a case study of Apex Footwear Limited. Our project focuses on Apex Footwear Limited with particular attention to its Apex for You e-business platform, management information systems and digital operations. Our main objective is not simply to review Apex for You website. Rather, we want to understand how e-business and information systems support Apex overall business operations, including retail, online commerce, customer relationships, logistics, manufacturing, and export activities. The central idea of our project is that these activities are connected through information. So throughout this presentation, we will move from understanding Apex business to identifying its current challenges and finally proposing an integrated system called AIOOP, which means Apex Integrated Omni-Channel Operations Platform. Now the project overview. Before going into the details, let me briefly explain the structure of our project. Our analysis follows 6 connected stages. First, we understand Apex, its history, business scope, mission, and MIS requirements. Second, we map its e-business model, including customers, values, channels, and adoptions driver. Third, we assess the marketplace and the competition. Fourth, we examine the existing platform, infrastructure, and the current processes. Fifth, based on the identified problems, we recommend a new integrated direction through AIOOP. And finally, we look at the security, validation, evidence, and boundaries. So each stage provided the foundation for the next stage. The final outcome is phased, measurable, and evidence-based e-business recommendation. Next, the project structure. The slides show that our term paper contains 11 major sections. We begin with the executive summary and organizational understanding. Then we move through the e-business model, marketplace and competitors, digital strategy, platform and software components, and current e-business processes. After identifying the current problem, we recommend a system for improving operations. Finally, we discuss security risk, managerial validations, and the overall conclusions. So our presentation is not a collection of separate topics. It is one collected analysis. Business understanding to e-business, to systems, to problems, to recommendations, to implementations, to security, and then lastly the conclusions. Next, the executive summary. Now let me explain the central finding of our project. Apex has a hybrid business model. It combines physical stores with Apex for You digital platforms, online ordering, loyalty and service, and logistics. This means that the customer experience does not depend only on the websites. It depends on whether the important information is accurate and coordinate across the organization. For example, product information, stock availability, customer information, orders, payments, and delivery information all need to work together. Our main concern is therefore fragmented coordination. Our recommendation is vendor neutral integrated platform or AIOOP, which would connect this core data and processes through phased integration and monitoring. One important limitation of our research is that we do not claim that Apex currently uses a particular ERP, CRM or payment vendor unless the available evidence confirms it. Next, the business understanding. Now, let's look at Apex itself. Apex business history goes back to 1976 with Apex Tannery began operations. Then in 1999, Apex entered into the footwear business. Today, Apex operates across several or connected areas. These include domestic retail, online commercial through Apex for You, manufacturing and international exports activities. Because of this broad business scope, Apex needs to manage many types of information. For example, product information, pricing, inventory, customer information, loyalty, orders, payments, shipments, suppliers, and financial information. From an MIS perspective, this is very important. The larger and more connected the business becomes, the more important it is to have reliable, timely, and coordinate information. And lastly, mission and vision. Apex vision is honest growth. This idea is associated with integrity, accountability, fairness, transparency, and responsibility business practices. The company's missions also emphasize sustainable growth, becoming the vendor of choice, creating shareholders value, following global best practices, and acting as a responsible corporate citizen. Now, what does this have to do with MIS? This connection is actually very strong. If an organization wants transparency and accountability, it needs reliable information. For example, accurate transparency records, inventory information, customer information, operational reports, and traceable approval help management makes responsible decisions. So our argument that MIS is not only a technical tool, it can also support governance, accountability, and responsible growth. This brings us to next part of our presentation, where we will discuss how Apex e-business model works and why the company needs digital opinion. Now I would like to hand over to the next member who will explain Apex business model, adoption drivers, marketplace, and competitive position. Thank you, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Noshinja Anjoita. I'm going to talk about Apex e-business model. Apex follows a hybrid model, basically combining both physical stores with online ones. Apex for you for B2C customers. It is export business also creates a B2B dimension. Banks, payment providers, logistics companies, also suppliers connect with Apex system. Moving to the next slide, we can see value creation and revenue. Apex creates value through quality, variety, convenience, and customer loyalty. Its main revenue sources are domestic retail, Apex for you, e-commerce, and international exports. Digital transactions also generate valuable information that supports marketing, inventory, sales planning, and customer service. Moving to the slide number 9, we can see drivers of e-business adoption. There are key 8 drivers, which is changing customer behavior, convenience, wider market reach, digital payments, digital marketing, loyalty, operational efficiency, and lastly, competition. These factors work together, basically combining. For example, online shopping requires proper payment, inventory, logistics, and delivery system. Moving to the next slide, we can see marketplace structure. Apex Marketplace has 3 main parts, which is customers, partners, and competitors. Customers include store and online shoppers, loyalty members, and export buyers. Partners include banks, logistics, and lastly, suppliers. At the same time, Apex faces changing customer preferences, price pressures, and increasing competition, basically. Moving to the next slide, we can see the essential part, competitor analysis. Apex strengths include its product variety, retail networking, Apex for you platform, loyalty program, and export experience. Bata is strong in competition, Bay in leather and fashion, while Lotto focuses strongly on sports and activewear. So Apex competes mainly through product breadth, local knowledge, and physical digital integration. So the last slide is about SWOT analysis. In business purpose, Apex strengths include brand recognition, store network, product variety, and export capability. Its weaknesses include coordination challenges between physical and digital channels. Key opportunities are e-business growth, personalization, and better inventory control. Major threats include price competition, inflation, changing preferences, cybersecurity, and lastly, compliance pressure. Overall, Apex can strengthen its position through better stock accuracy, fulfillment, customer data, and supplier visibility. Now I will hand over the part to our member, Sri Tabassum Sneha. Thank you.
Thank you. Now let's move to Apex digital strategy. We believe that the digital strategy should be viewed as a customer journey rather than simply collection of websites and channels. The journey has 5 stages: discover, evaluate, purchase, fulfill, retain. First, customers discover products through search, campaigns, and product content. Then, they evaluate products based on information such as price and availability. Next, they purchase either through Apex for You or physical store. After that comes fulfillment through warehouse, store, and logistics coordination. Finally, Apex retains customers through service, return, and Apex rewards. The strategic object is to provide one consistent product order, customer, and delivery expenses across channels. The next issue is customer acquisition and retention. For acquisition, Apex can use search visibility, product pages, social campaigns, paid advertisement, email, campaign and landing pages. These activities can generate measurable information about consumer behavior. For retention, Apex rewards and CRM related capabilities become important. Customer profile, consent, transaction history, points, and segmentation can support more relevant engagement. But there is an important MIS issue here. Marketing data should not operate separately. It needs to connect product, order, inventory, service, and governance processes. Otherwise, the organization may have lots of customer data without being able to use it effectively. Now we moved into the technical side. Apex for You supports several customer and operational functions. At the customer experience level, we have product discovery, search, cart, checkout, accounts, delivery, and returns. There is also customer identity and loyalty, including authentication, profiles, and Apex rewards. Commerce functions include catalog, pricing, orders, payment, and fulfillment. Operationally, product, stock, order, and customer information must connect with the internet processes. The platform also include cloud delivery, security and measurement technologies. However, we need to make an important distinction. The public storefront and detected technologies are confirmed, but private enterprise systems require internal validation. Our supply technology audit identifies several technologies used by Apex for You. For example, Next.js is used as the web framework. React supports the user interface. TypeScript provides TP typed programming. Nextauth.js supports authentication and sessions. AWS and Amazon CloudFront support cloud delivery and content distribution. TLS 1.3 supports secure transport. Google Tag Manager supports tag management. Google Analytics, Microsoft Clarity, and Advertising Pixel support measurement and diagnostics. These technologies indicate a modern web environment, but we must not make an unsupported leap from public technology detection to private enterprise systems. The report specifically states that current ERP, CRM, payment, and other management vendors are not publicly confirmed. Having modern technology is not enough. The system also needs to be responsive both technologically and operationally. From the technical side, Apex can improve front-end performance, images, JavaScript usage, API latency, and real user monitoring. But operational responsiveness is equally important. For example, product information should be validated before publication. There should be named owners for content and data. Publishing and cache invalidation should be controlled, and APIs and events should synchronize stock, orders, and delivery information. The key idea on the slide is a fast website showing incorrect stock or stale price is not a successful e-business system. So, speed and information accuracy must improve together. Now let's look at the current process. Conceptually, an online order moves through several stages. A consumer selects a product and places an order. The system then needs to validate inventory, authorize payment, reserve the product, dispatch it, and coordinate delivery. Finally, the transaction needs to be reflected in reporting and management information. The problem is that each handoff creates a possible point of failure. If inventory information is not synchronized, an order may be accepted even when the stock is unavailable. If payment and order records are not coordinated, reconciliation problems can occur. If delivery information is delayed, consumers may receive inaccurate status updates. So the process requires integrated information rather than isolated steps. The second current state processes concerns website updates. A typical update moves from a marketing request to approval, content administration, data validation, publication, cache refresh, and monitoring. Again, the important issue is coordination. If a campaign is approved but product information is incomplete, publication may be delayed. If a price is changed but refresh is not properly handled, consumers may see old information. If monitoring is reactive, the company may discover errors only after consumers report them. These problems lead directly to the next slides. I would like to hand over it to the next member. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Afalum Adhura. Now I will explain 5 bottlenecks that our analysis found. First, manual handoffs create waiting and confusion. Second is late data validation, which causes rework when errors are found later. Third one is duplicated updates, which can create inconsistent information. Fourth one is unclear responsibility, which can leave old prices or campaigns online. And fifth one is reactive monitoring. Reactive monitoring means problems may only be noticed after consumer complaints. So the main problem is not just old technology, it is disconnected ownerships, and the main problem is disconnected ownership and delayed validation. Then recommended system. The recommended system is AIOOP. To solve these problems, we recommend AIOOP. The full form is Apex Integrated omni-channel operations platform. AIOOP will fragmented data and improve optional visibility. It will provide shared records, controlled transactions, real-time alerts, and better management visibility. However, we are not suggesting replacing every system. AIOOP is a vendor neutral integration plan. The actual software should be selected after proper evaluation. Okay, 6 components. AIOOP has 6 main components. First one is PIM and digital assets. For PIM digital assets, which manage product information and images. Second, omnichannel order management manages orders, pricing, inventory, and returns. Third one, ERP, warehouse and logistics, which connect stock production and delivery. Fourth one is CRM and Apex Rewards, which manage customers loyalty and campaigns. Fifth one is supplier collaboration, which improves communication with suppliers. And finally, the sixth one, integration with integration data and analysis, which connects everything and provide useful dashboards. So together these create one integrated operational backbone. Now the part is benefits. Okay, so now let's look at the main benefits of this. For customers, the system can provide accurate product, price, and stock information, faster checkout, and better delivery tracking. For internal teams, it can reduce manual work, errors, and repeated updates. For suppliers, it can improve forecasts, purchase orders and communication with them. So the value of this system is not simply modern technology. It is about creating measurable benefits for customers, employees, and suppliers. Okay, so the next point is integration architecture. This slide shows how the proposed system is connected. At the top, we have customer-facing channels like Apex for You, POS, and Apex Rewards. Then we have core services such as PIM, order management, pricing CRM. Below them are operational systems like ERP, warehouse, inventory, and finance. All the systems are connected through an integration layer using APIs and events. The main principle is very simple, which is publish once and distribute automatically. This reduces repeated data entry and keeps information consistent. Next, target process. This slide shows the target process. Customer channels can connect with the integrated commerce platforms. Then information moves to warehouse, logistics, and suppliers. At the same time, the data goes to analytics. This creates a continuous feedback loop. For example, sales data can improve inventory decisions, while inventory data can improve product availability. So integration helps turn customer activity into operational action and better decisions. Next, phased launch. We do not recommend implementing everything at launch. Instead, we propose 5 phases. Phase 1, which is discovery and target design, taking about 4 to 6 weeks. Phase 2 is configuration and integration, taking about 8 to 12 weeks. Phase 3 is a controlled pilot for about 4 to 6 weeks. Phase 4 is production launch and hypercare, taking about 2 to 4 weeks. Finally, the last phase 5, is progressive rollout, where we gradually add more suppliers and categories. The key principle is scale only when the system is ready. Okay, now I will thank you. Now the next part will continue by the next member.
Thank you. After implementation, the work does not stop. Our project treats optimization as an ongoing management process. We identify 5 areas that should be measured. First is customer experience, including conversion, abandonment, cancellations, delivery accuracy, and returns. Second is order fulfillment, including order cycle time, perfect order rate, and manual touches. Third is inventory, which includes accuracy, stock count, overselling, and forecast errors. Fourth is supplier performance, including purchase order acknowledgement, on-time full performance, and lead time variance. And fifth is technology and control, including API failures, latency, availability, and recovery. These measures also create a management rhythm. Daily, teams resolve operational exceptions. Weekly, managers review fulfillment and supplier issues. Monthly, they review trends and approve process changes. Quarterly, they test access, recovery, and critical controls. So, optimization is a management routine, not a part-time IT project. Moving on. Now, we come to e-business security. We identify 5 major security risks. First, customer data breaches, which can cause loss of trust and fraud exposure. Second, account takeover, which can lead to unauthorized access and fraudulent orders. Third, payment fraud, which can cause financial loss, refunds, disputes, and chargebacks. Fourth, website or application attacks, which can create outages and data exposure. And fifth, unauthorized internal access, which can lead to incorrect data, reports, or operational disruption. Each task requires layered controls. These controls include encryption, least privilege, MFA, secure sessions, monitoring, secure development, WAF, and DDoS protection, logging, backups, and proper access management. So, security protects not only confidentiality but also integrity, availability, and business continuity. Security should not be treated as something we check only before launch. Our proposed security control cycle has 6 steps. First, maintain an asset and data inventory. Second, assign ownership and incident responsibility. Third, integrate security testing into development and change. Fourth, centralize logs and alerts. Fifth, regularly test backup, recovery, and alternative fulfillment. And sixth, review important external providers such as payment, logistics, marketing, and technology providers. We also refer 3 established frameworks. OWASP for application security, NIST cybersecurity framework 2.0 for overall cybersecurity governance, and PCI DSS for payment related controls. The key message is security controls should be tested and demonstrated, not merely documented. Our project also included managerial consultation as a form of contextual validation. The reported insights highlighted several themes. First, customer responsiveness and practical retail operations are important. Second, MIS connects customer-facing activities with internal operations. Third, technology enables organizational activity, meaning Apex should be viewed as more than a website. Fourth, security and responsible information handling are important. And finally, improvements should be operationally meaningful. However, we need to clearly state an evidence limitation. The supplied material does not include the interviewee's identity, role, date, question, schedule, recording, or transcript. Therefore, we use the interview as contextual validation, not as proof of Apex's exact internal systems or company-wide performance. This is another example of why evidence boundaries are important in our research. Now moving on to the conclusion. Here, our findings are divided into 3 categories. We have evidence for Apex, its loyal capability, modern public web technologies, analytics tools, and public references to ERP and integration expertise. There are still areas that cannot be confirmed from public evidence. These include specific enterprise vendors, system ownership, interface design, approval workflows, and actual performance baselines. Our recommended target state is AIOOP, supported by master data governance, exception handling, phased implementation, measurable services levels, and security by design. Therefore, our main conclusion is Apex should be understood as our integrated e-business system, not simply as an online store. The value of our recommendation comes from connecting customer experience with operational processes, information management, and governance. That concludes our presentation. Thank you everyone for listening.